everyone, I'm Damien Holbrook from TV Guide Magazine, and I'm talking with Whitney Peak, Jordan Alexander, and Eli Brown from the new Gossip Girl on HBO Max, and it's hot as hell!
Our group of friends have known each other since we were babies. We have trust and history.
We own this school.
This show, now listen, you guys, I covered the original show. I handled the original show, so I've been with the Gossip Girl world since day one.
Wow.
And you guys crushed it.
Wow.
This is so good and so new. It doesn't feel like anything's rehashed. Super interesting characters. How exciting is it to play this very complicated woman?
Yeah, it's very exciting because I feel like she is very different from me. So I'm kind of learning how to pick up mannerisms and just like mindsets that are almost contrary to who I am naturally. And so that's really fun and interesting. And it kind of maybe even helps me understand people who feel that way, because it's like, well, we're all coming from the same place. We just do it differently, you know?
And Whitney, you get, I mean, first of all, this girl is 14. This is a very young girl at a very, especially now, being that age in a world of social media and peer pressure and all that. How much is this reflective of what you've gone through as a young woman?
I think Zoya has been very sheltered from the media and from social media for a while. She has a very good, parental grounding system. So that's been really nice. But I also relate to that because my family has been fantastic throughout this entire thing. And just all of my friends and everybody that I surround myself with is very, very grounding. Always never afraid to call me on my stuff. So it hasn't gone bad yet.
Right. Okay.
So I'm okay with the whole social media thing right now.
Yeah. And then you get to Mr. Brown, who is kind of like the sweetest guy, or like wants to save the world, wants to save the earth. But he is kind of the guy that comes between two sisters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That small detail.
Yep.
So talk to me about this guy, because he seems like, I mean, in the first 4 episodes, he's a good guy.
I think that he's got like a really, his heart is really in the right place. He's got a good heart, but he's just kind of unable to realize the impact that his actions have.
Yeah. And the way that we get to watch Zoya fall into this world and almost be corrupted by it early on. What can you tell us as far as where that takes her? Because that definitely throws a wrench in her relationship with Obi.
I think that she's definitely afraid of being corrupted and changed and kind of infiltrated by this world, which I think is going to do her a big favor in the long run, because she is so afraid of losing herself and being kind of blinded by all the glamour and the glitz of it all. But I also think that her relationship with her father and kind of what she's been through and seeing how it affects her sister emotionally and kind of mentally is definitely a motivator for her to stay on her own path and kind of ground herself a little bit.
Thomas, your character is definitely, by the 4th episode, I feel like rescue teams need to be sent in for this guy.
Listen, he's a bit of a hedonist. He likes a good time.
But he's also got a really soft center.
Yeah, definitely. Like I definitely feel that with Max, he definitely does put on this persona. He does put on this act, and it serves him really well. But there are moments where you kind of see through that facade, and you do get to the real person. And I think that's really a great thing. One of the amazing things that I love about Gossip Girl is it is incredibly heightened. They are living this extravagant, unrelatable life, and I think that's definitely the draw, the escapism aspect of it that people love. But underneath it all, they are still teenagers. They're still young.
Right.
They still go through all the same struggles, maybe not financially, but the same struggles as growing up in a world, especially now with social media, as other teenagers do. So yeah, it's really fun to kind of dive into that, but also play Maxwell.
So much fun. And Emily, we get so much information about Audrey in the second episode. She's got stuff going on back at home, kind of heartbreaking stuff as well. How does that mom-daughter relationship kind of impact her relationship with the guys in her life?
Yeah, I feel like there's almost like a psychological aspect, maybe a daddy issues. I do think that because Audrey is such a caretaker, because there's struggles in her personal life, that kind of reflects in her friendships.
And her relationship with Aki is, for you, Evan, it's almost protective to a point, because he's keeping a secret as well.
I mean, I think everyone has their own path and their own, battles within themselves. So I think, I don't think there's a wrong or right time to, I guess in this sense, come out, especially to your girlfriend, of someone that's really close to you, that you don't know what her reaction is going to be, or what your relationship is going to be with that person after you tell them. And especially in Audrey's role, she's very, after the fact that, it's all said and done, she's very understanding. And Aki is very lucky to have someone like her by his side to, just understand completely.
For more on the new Gossip Girl reboot on HBO Max and all your favorite shows, check out TVinsider.com.